All right, so I'm here with Rich Brooks here at Blog World '08, doing a little interview for Spark Plugging. We're sponsored by Epson. And Rich, we were just talking a little bit about social media. You just did a presentation about social media and small business. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Well, sure, and that was more focused on the blogging piece of it. I think blogging is really important to social media. Social media is this idea of connecting with other people, and the problem with it is sometimes there's not a place to send people to when you're having that conversation. You're talking to them on Facebook, or Twitter, or MySpace, or any of these other tools. It's good to have a blog as kind of the central hub of your social media online presence. So you have the blog, and then you can have these conversations with people wherever they are, but then have a central repository for all your information.
That's excellent. Do you also, it's a great way for, especially for service providers, which a lot of people on Spark Plugging are a lot of graphic artists or freelancers. Is it a great way for them to share just free information so that their potential audience can get to know them? Is that a way to use it, or is there another way?
I don't think that there's any rules. I think it's still new enough that people are trying to figure out what they're doing, but I think it's a great way of finding like-minded people and having conversations. I think it's about providing information as well. With all these things, it's more about giving, and then you have to give first to receive. You might use social media to promote a blog post, but if all you're doing is promoting your own blog post, I don't think you'll get much of an audience. I don't think you'll build a lot of community. So what you may want to do is, talk about what other people are doing, talk about tips or ideas, talk about whatever the strategies are. What are people interested in? What is your audience or your community interested in? And provide good information, whether it's your own information or sending them to a place that maybe has a good video or a blog post or an article that they're going to find beneficial. So you become the expert in that field.
That's great. Fantastic. Well, thank you. Can you tell us how people can find you?
Sure. If you want to find out more about Rich Brooks or my company, Flyte New Media, we spell Flyte in the way that Chaucer might have, or Shakespeare. It's F-L-Y-T-E. Our website is at flyte.biz. Our blog is at flyteblog.com. And you can find me at Twitter. I'm the Rich Brooks, _Rich_Brooks.
The one and only, not just any Rich Brooks. Thanks so much for joining us.